Please welcome Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Thank you. Okay. You may speak, yes. No, please, start. What do you got? I don't like that question. Go ahead.
I apologize. Let me start over. Did you ever think you'd be back in this position? With main eventing WrestleMania?
I did. I knew that eventually I wanted to come back. I was just waiting for the right opportunity to come back. And it was always a timing issue. I knew I wanted to come back, just didn't know when. How's that? Okay. Yeah.
WrestleMania, biggest event of the year. Did you get any sleep the night before?
I slept great last night. Yes. I just don't get much sleep, period. But no, slept great last night. The thing about this is, it's the biggest event of the year. Not only that, but it's the biggest WrestleMania of all time. The idea was about a year and a half ago, I spoke with Vince about creating the biggest match of all time. He said, I have an opponent in mind. I said, who? He said, John Cena. There's no greater opponent than John. So I had the privilege of knowing a year out, well, when we announced the match, a year out that it was going to be the main event. So I had a year to prepare and a year to work. I had essentially a year-long training camp. I had rings in every location that I shot my movies at, G.I. Joe, Journey to Mysterious Island. There was rings in Hawaii, North Carolina, New Orleans, New York. So I was just able to prepare for Survivor Series and certainly prepare for WrestleMania. So in that spirit, all the work is done. So I slept great last night. All the prep is done. Everything is in place. And now it's just time to perform. What's up, Blackjack? How you doing? Good to see you.
Were you disappointed that John Cena didn't have the title to go against you?
No, not really. You know, we had talked about that, about the possibility of would a WWE championship be on the line, would it not? We just felt that this return, my return, and the way that we can hopefully strategically build this match, frankly, we wouldn't need the title. And it's a great opportunity, I think, to bring John and I together, the unique dynamic that we have together, have it not be for the WWE Championship, and at the same time, have a guy like CM Punk who's done such a tremendous job of being champion and continue to build him. He's got a big future in our business. So that was one of the great variables about this dynamic is we didn't need the championship. We can get by without it and still create the biggest match of all time. And over here, you have a talent pool who are continue to be hungry and to get after it every single night and build a WWE champion in CM Punk who again has done a great job. Well, just to be clear, what was John saying? He was criticizing what? Sure. Oh, my other job. That's what he's talking about. Sure, I'm not quite too sure what the criticism is, and I didn't hear him say it, so I'm sure he did. Who knows? I've got a full plate, and you make room. This is what happens. I love this business. I grew up in professional wrestling. You know, many of you in this room know my background. My grandfather and my dad and my uncles and cousins, they're all professional wrestlers, proudly. So I have a love that runs very deep for this business. But I also wanted to accomplish other things, and I wanted to do other things. And when I got into acting about 12 years ago with The Mummy Returns, I knew then that I wanted to be a good actor, and I wanted to have a diverse career. And I knew that it was going to take time, at least a decade of work, and commit myself to acting. I was very, very lucky and fortunate here in the WWE. I had a hell of a run for 6 years or 7 years. And I accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish. I worked with amazing guys. I worked in front of amazing crowds, and I quietly walked away. So I make no apologies for that. And now I'm able to come back and create this match and create these opportunities, by the way. This is a great opportunity for everybody who's on the card. And for me personally, just being here down in Miami, I've lived down here in Miami since I was 18, played at the University of Miami. So what this does for the local businesses and local economies and the tail effect that it has is very special to me. So tell John Cena to stick his remarks right. No, okay. So much pressure. Who? Yes, Jim.
Rob,
I'll come back to you.
are there thoughts of having future matches? And this is a great one night, get through this, it'll go great. Matches such as like an Undertaker and is your daughter here to see your dad wrestle? And it's first time maybe she's able to see you wrestle a lot.
This will be the first time, yeah, she's been able to see me wrestle. She's so excited. She's more excited to see the Divas, though. I don't blame her. Any potential other matches? Sure. You know, that's always open for debate. I never looked at WrestleMania as being my last match. We'll sit down, we'll think about it, and look at the options. There's incredible guys who I could come back and wrestle, whether it's The Undertaker, John Cena, Brock Lesnar. You know, there's great options.
Last question.
Second to last. Yes.
When you first came back last year,
I'm just going to say really quickly, this better be a good question because your man right beside you was like, please ask him. This better be good. He's good. Yeah.
you made reference to the fact that John Cena was talking trash
Mhm.
about you for quite a while. Was it any one comment that you made or any one thing you referred to when you said that really got on your skin?
No, it's not necessarily that it got under my skin. It's just for me as a performer, I felt that I needed something that was real to sink my teeth into when I came back. When I came back in Anaheim and I made that return right before last year's WrestleMania, I didn't want to come back with the energy of, John, you're great, especially if I knew that we were going to go somewhere down the line. I didn't want to come back with the energy of, hey, you're great, and you've done great, and I love your colors, and I love your jean shorts, and I love everything that, you know, you stand for. I wanted something that was just more real, and again, that I could sink my teeth into. So it was a comment that he had made 3 or 4 years ago. I think it was on a radio show, and it was something to the effect of, if you say you love the business, basically that's BS. Don't F me or the fans around. Come back, throw your little eyebrow up, and then leave. It was flippant, and it was a flippant comment like that. I didn't know John then, but I know him now. And I know what he meant. His intentions were good. His intentions were basically, listen, I'm a fan, and I want you to come back. And he's been lobbying for a match for the past 8 years, by the way. He'll see my mom, and he'll lobby for a match. So I know what he meant. So it was, when I came back, I wanted to just take those words and just utilize them so it was real, and it felt, and it just gave me something, again, the real that I could sink my teeth into. And it's, yeah, you said these words, you didn't think I would respond, well, now I'm back, you knocked on the door, and I opened it, here I am. Okay, pressure. Yes, you win.
When John was out here earlier, he had said that even after the match, tonight,
Mhm.
after he didn't think you guys could be friends, he said, we don't mesh together.
Mhm.
Do you agree with that?
That we can't be friends?
Yes, he said we don't mesh as well together.
Yeah, I'm not quite too sure how well we mesh. It's very interesting because, you know, I've gotten to know John over the past year, and especially over the past couple of months. I know he's a good guy, and he's a genuine guy, and does a lot of great things. But yeah, it's just that interesting thing. Sometimes you get along with people, and sometimes you don't. I'll do one more. What the hell? Okay, yes, you look so excited. Yeah.
This is considered by many this year, especially the social media event of the year. Last time you were around and prominent was the WWE, Twitter, Facebook, none of that was around.
Mhm.
How do you feel that that has changed
I think Twitter and social media has been an incredible platform for the WWE, who have great fans every single week on their live show who love to engage, and that can be pretty powerful. And I've been on the powerful side of that, where I've been able to engage fans and audiences every Monday night or at a pay-per-view, and whether it's Trend Things Worldwide, or whatever it is, guys, Jim. Mr. Professional, ladies and gentlemen. But I think the platform has been great. It has tremendous value, and so for me, though, personally, we can utilize it at events like this, WrestleMania, or on Raws, but also, too, at the end of the day, I launched into social media about 1.5 years ago, and my goal then was just to engage fans on a greater level, on a more personal level, and I wanted to strip away the business of it all. A lot of times you get a lot of brilliant minds around you and what they want to do. They think about brand marketing and brand extension and how can we utilize social media as a platform, how can we monetize. You strip away all that, and at the end of the day, I just wanted to connect with the fans on a better level. That's why me getting involved in social media, Twitter, Facebook, especially Twitter, was one of the best things that I could ever have done, because it just allows me to have my finger on the pulse of what fans like, what they don't like. By the way, whether it's in the WWE, whether it's in movies, allowing them great access that they wouldn't get anywhere else, on the set, behind the scenes, or I utilize it too for motivation and inspiring each other every day. So it's become a powerful tool. And again, just allows me that instant connection. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and
Thank you
gentlemen,
very much.
Dwayne "The Rock"
Thank
Johnson.
you.